you guys gotta listen to this. So, I went to do clothes like last Wednesday or Thursday, and I'm walking down and I pass this guy and he's going out the front door, and I go down and throw my clothes, or I'm like taking my clothes out, switch them to the dryer. But I had a laundry basket with me. He knew I was doing laundry. So when he came back in the front door, he actually came downstairs into the laundry room and he's like, "Oh hey, did your clothes not spin out?" And I was like, "No," because they didn't spin out. So they were sopping wet, like fucking drenched. And he's like, "Yeah, I called them yesterday. They said they'd be here tomorrow morning." And they were supposed to be here Thursday morning. Okay, so then like Friday afternoon, I was like, they should have fixed it yesterday. I'm gonna go do another load of clothes. Went down there, tried to do the same load, because the load that I did, even though I had to spend $3 to wash it once and dry it twice, still smelled like mildew, like mold. So I was like, oh, I'll just rewash them. And rewashed them, it's still not spinning out. And I got so fucking mad. You could at least put a goddamn note on the fucking washing machine. Hey, this isn't working. Don't waste your money. They didn't do that. They know it's not working. They didn't get to tell us when it might work or not to use it while it doesn't. That made me so mad. And now, it's fucking Wednesday night, and they still haven't fixed it, and they still haven't put a note on it. That's the worst part. It's been a week that they know it isn't working, and they haven't put a note that says, hey, by the way, it's not spinning out. If you want to do clothes, you're going to have to dry them 2 or 3 times on the hottest mode to get them to not smell like fucking dog's asshole when you pull them out. So that's what's happening with our building.
Yeah, really
and we going to Switzerland or what?
And our rent's going up, so...
That looks dope as fuck.
Yeah, we should live there.
Are you actually going to Switzerland?
No, he has a post like put up where it's like summer in Switzerland and it looks dope as fuck. It looks like fucking magical.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
I should be able to pull this up in like 10 seconds. Let me see. Steven.
I shared it an hour ago. So it's like the one item.
Oh, damn.
It's just beautiful, dude. It's
you know what the thing
stunning.
is?
It just doesn't look real. Like it's hard to believe there's something out there like that.
I see pictures like this from like India or Switzerland or the Alps or fucking even the Rocky Mountains or like a smaller mountain range like Colorado and the Rockies, which is big still. But you know, I'm like, oh my god, people. I'm like, this is so beautiful. It nearly brings me to tears when I see shit like this. And then I'm like, wow, that's so beautiful. Can you imagine people live here? And then I'm like, wait. Yeah, people just live there. The better thing to think about, why do I live here?
Yeah,
how did my fucking ancestors come all the way from Europe, across the ocean, through fucking all the ocean, you know, the East Coast, through the Alps, got to Ohio with a little bit of hills, shitty weather, and we're like, you know what? I'm staying here. Like, you fucking idiot, why?
Like,
it's so easy to get up and move. Why do they just stay here?
That's just so beautiful, dude. It is just, it's honestly breathtaking.
Yeah, no, I saw a video where some dude eating...
Jamaica's like that. It's, well, except with way more trees and stuff. But, I mean, it's gorgeous. Really, really hot. But it's, I mean, it's beautiful. I would love to live somewhere like there. Or India in the mountains.
It saw this one video, it was probably in Switzerland, it was the same thing, it was like a dude sitting there eating breakfast outside his house, and like right in his backyard was like a giant field leading up to a mountain that went up and shit. It looked crazy. I'm like, man, that dude just lives there.
Yeah, you're like,
but you'd have to be rich already, though.
You don't, though. Because you think, wait, that's lucky. Then you're like, wait, that's not lucky.
What's your occupation all the way out in the middle of nowhere?
All you have to do is walk there, and then stay there once you get there. Like, you might struggle, but you're probably not going to die of starvation. Whether you do odd jobs in town, or you start growing a little field of crops, and you sell to trade them in town, or you know what I mean? Like, you'll find a way when you're there, then you just got to stay there. Like, nobody, who dies of starvation? Like, nobody in North America, probably nobody in South America. I would think the only people dying of starvation are in Africa and maybe Southeast Asia. But even in Southeast Asia, your fucking rainforest all around, go fucking eat an ant. There's millions of them. you'll be fine. You know what I mean?
Or I have some spiders.
Or people in the Arctic, the Eskimos might still be dying of starvation, but I mean does anybody really
I wonder how
die of
scorpion
starvation
taste.
anymore?
My neighbor is a scorpion.
Probably like chicken.
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be kind of like a crab, you know?
Yes, actually, yeah. Scorpion, they're kind of the insects of the desert, and crab and lobster is like the insects of the sea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think actually that's probably
Scorpions
better.
taste better the more poisonous they are, but it's also a bit riskier. So
I have heard that.
But if you don't like your life, then it doesn't matter.
Oh, fucker, man. Oh, come on, stop grabbing me, you fuck! Like, what a prick.
You ever heard of people that fucking, God damn it, all the hell. God damn it. Oh, I'm fucked.
I made it.
I'm like a handicapped person. Anyway, you ever hear of people like taking venom to develop antibodies to like fucking
fight the venom?
Yeah, like
Venom
fucking tarantulas and...
Yeah, they have Black Widow, or it might not be Black Widow, it might be the other one, the Australian one, redback spiders. I think they have an anti-venom for that. From using the...
Well, no, I'm not... Yeah, I'm not saying developing Yeah, I'm not saying developing antibodies by taking like a vaccine made of it. I'm saying you find a spider or a rattlesnake or whatever, and you have it bite you or maybe you just get its stuff out and you just inject a little bit of it every day and a little more every day. And these fucking insane people try to build up tolerances. And some people, and they're like, oh, it's so good for the immune system. If you're immune to rattlesnake venom, you're immune to everything. You'll never get the common cold. You'll never get a flu. You won't get AIDS. And you're like, what? I'm pretty sure rattlesnake venom's not going to protect you from AIDS. Also, AIDS isn't real, okay, so... But no, you're like, if it's
that fucking
easy,
piece of shit.
I don't know. But it does also seem like it makes sense. Like we have so much more peanut allergies nowadays because people just stopped eating peanuts.
Why did you grab me, you fucker?
And they started babying all the kids and not letting you take peanuts in school. And now you can't take them on planes. You can't go anywhere with a goddamn peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh my god, I'm gonna oh my god. Go and help me.
And fuck these kids with peanut allergies.
You got people's gunshot allergies where like you don't shoot kids anymore, so then they're way more susceptible to being shot and dying.
I mean, for real. Okay, listen. If you have not been shot at in your life, you're gonna be very risk averse. You're gonna be like, oh, well, what if it doesn't work out? And like, what if somebody kills me? What if somebody robs me and shoots me? You know. But if you've been shot at, you'd be like, ain't no fucking thing, dude. So you pull out a whip, bro. I pull out my fucking whip, and I'll fucking. You'll see who the bigger man now, and it's like, all right, fuck, I'm not gonna shoot that guy.
He's got a whip.
No, he stole my thing at the last second.
Yeah.
No.
We're blue. We're okay. We're blue. We're blue. We're okay. I was about to say we were.
I thought it was red. I thought it was red. I don't know why.
I saw a little thing at the end where it just like stopped, and everybody just fucking fell onto the ground like face first. There was like 4 people that just smacked face first on the ground.
I got good news for 2 different things. I found I forgot there's a big ass, long ass charger in my car, and my clothes are dry actually, somehow.
How many times did you run them? After 2? Yeah, I only had to do mine 2. If you wring them out enough after the washer, then they'll be dry after 2 times with like super heavy drying.
Boo, boo,
I know,
boo,
dude,
boo.
fucking $3 to wash a load of clothes. Which actually isn't
that
bad. It wouldn't be that bad if that's what it always was.
Paul,
but it's
stand
broken.
in this corner with me, Paul, so we can do this together. Now get over here.
Cherry, grape, cherry, grape, cherry, grape.
Okay, so you got the first one is too easy, dude. Like if you can't pass the first one, you are probably not very smart,
I can't remember.
Or you should, or you should go to a doctor because you have severe short-term memory loss.
No, alright, listen. Sometimes I get distracted. Okay.
So, you know, it's orange, banana, grape. All right, orange, banana, watermelon, grape. Orange, banana, watermelon, grape. Orange, banana.
I only know where the grape and orange is. Banana and watermelon.
What is it?
Grape.
This one.
Alright, this is the right one.
These guys are trying to push.
I guess I could just change the camera with my own stick.
You're on grape.
Orange, apple.
Orange, cherry. Apple, orange, cherry, grape, watermelon. You're in a good spot. Orange, cherry, grape. I only know where apple, orange, and cherry.
Where's apple?
Right. Nope, bottom right. Right there, right there.
I forgot, so I was just gonna take a fall, honestly. I was just gonna take a fall.
Now I'm like
That may have been the worst
suspicious because the one time everyone did fall because they thought they were on the right one and everyone followed each other.
That's hard too when I'm watching you. If I reference something to my right, because like my view doesn't view when you turn your camera, my camera will stay in the same place, you know, which is actually kind of OP because then in certain races and certain games you can like somebody can scout for you and tell you where people are if you're in a party. But it is still kind of, it's more fun to be able to look around freely, so it's kind of a
Fruit
balance.
spelled so weird. It looks like fruit.
Fruit?
Like, English is stupid. Why is it not? Why is fruit not spelled like shoot?
Okay,
Why
yes.
spelled like fruit?
Well,
It isn't Fruit
because,
Loops.
Listen, English is stupid, but I hate when people complain about the way things are spelled. Okay, because listen, English is a conglomeration between like, it's mostly Germanic, has Latin influences,
No!
and it has like
I might have lost this one already.
Roman influences and Greek influences. Well, I guess more Greek than Roman, but you know, so I don't think it's that hard. I mean, I'm great at spelling. Who can't spell?
Yeah, but someone trying to learn English, it's like the weirdest fucking thing.
Well,
It's so
don't learn
inconsistent.
English then. Stay in your own language. What do you need to learn English for? You want a better life? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I lost this one for sure.
Hard.
God, I can't get up there. I keep getting fucking
Hit.
I'm like right behind you, Paul.
Yeah, we lost.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't struggle with this one as much as you guys do. That's like one of the easier ones for me.
It just seems unnecessary. We should have like a national initiative to change the spelling. of
No,
all
we
the
should.
students.
I mean, honestly, we should. It should be
Because it
consistent.
makes no
that's
sense.
Why,
Why?
That's why Spanish
like
is
there's
so
a-
easy to learn because one letter makes one sound, no
Yeah,
matter what.
It's consistent.
You know?
It's consistent. Because
But
like,
it's the way
I
that
would
our
understand.
language evolved. You know.
Well, I would understand if like fruit, F-R-U-T-E, was an actual word, but it's not a word. There's no word that's spelled like
Right,
that.
like
So
shoot.
change fruit to be like shoot, or
Actually,
could be
shoot.
F-R-O-O-T.
Shoot is spelled both ways.
Yeah.
The chute of a chimney, C-H-U-T-E, and shooting a gun, S-H-O-O-T.
Yeah, see, that makes sense.
It is weird,
But then we should keep at least between those two to make the ooh sound.
fruit.
And then you throw fruit in there, and
But
it's like
UI.
F-R-U-I-T.
I would think
And
that's
anybody who's learning
Germanic.
English is like, what the fuck
The
are these guys
UI.
doing? They're all over the place.
Ooh. Yeah, UI makes ooh. It just, yeah,
Or
I mean,
it
it's
can
weird,
be
but
circuit.
we would just have to make a whole new, like,
circuit?
we would
Is
just
that
have to,
circuit?
like, all agree on something and not, everyone's not gonna agree. The thing is, with language, it is slowly evolving through, like, popular culture, to where people just abbreviate things.
Yeah, it's kind of getting worse.
Instead of people saying what, W-H-A-T, they might say what, W-U-T. And it sounds the same if you pronounce it. You know it's spelled wrong, but you know what it means. So eventually, it will become part of the normal lexicon. Like,
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose again.
there's, like, do you know what standing is?
Standing?
Yes. It has
We're going to do a
become,
monologue at the end of an episode?
kind of, no,
Stand for
it's,
South Park. Okay, no.
no, it's
Oh, no,
when,
okay.
it's from Eminem's song, Stan, where you're obsessed over a celebrity. And I've heard people saying this shit, especially on, like, Black Twitter, and you're like, what the fuck is standing?
Black Twitter? Wait, what?
Oh, there's a whole Black Twitter thing, dude.
There's a
you don't
black
wanna,
everything.
it doesn't even matter. Yeah, there's Black Twitter.
Like, is it for black
It's huge.
people, or is it like
Yes, yes.
dark
And
web
they don't
Twitter?
like. No, it's for black people, and they don't like white people on Black Twitter usually. But I don't know because I'm not that used to it.
Okay.
People will like these and like tweets will have like 500,000 to 1,000,000 likes, and they're just like someone being like,
No, you're not
"Can
even
you
in here, are you?
believe?" You
No, I
know,
lost.
and they just say weird shit, and you're like, "Well, that's kind of obvious," but I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on it, I guess, but. Yeah, stanning's a word. Who would have known? But it was put in the dictionary in 2017. Like, oh my god, Johnny Depp. Oh man, I stan over him so hard. You know,
It's like simp.
shit like
Like,
that.
did you simp this
Okay,
now?
I get it, I get that, but I've never, ever heard that reference.
I haven't, except on Black Twitter and sometimes on Reddit.
Weird.
Like once or twice,
That
maybe.
one of Black Twitter's
Well, Black
things
Twitter's
that reference is a white rapper.
Well, to be fair, Black Twitter and Black culture as a whole, I don't want to make stereotypes, but they're at least 3 years ahead of white culture. If something becomes cool in the black community, it's going to be picked up by white people in 3 to 5 years. I think that it's like a law of nature at this point. You know, you got rap,
That's very true.
and like kind of battle rapping, jazz, kind of. I don't know. What else?
Oh, this is not gonna be good for me. I got this back spawn. I'm with the herd.
Made the wrong choice. Go, Steven, lead me.
Choice, but I wasn't confident
I
enough.
got you. Or maybe not. Maybe not. He says lead me. Go straight.
I'm like getting far back now. I keep going to the wrong fucking. I keep going where everyone else is going. It's fucking me up.
Fuck.
I'm going right. There's not many people over here.
Oh, I'm on
Everyone's
the far
about to jump
back,
through this
man,
one.
but you just wait, dude.
Me and Paul
Fuck,
right
I
beside each
fucked up.
other. Let's go, Paul,
Okay.
holding hands.
Took 3 jumps to get through 1 door, but I got this, don't worry.
Me and Paul held hands all the
You
way
guys are
through.
always so far
I
ahead.
definitely lost.
Unless I can get launched forward.
So this is
Good
what I
shot.
do with
No,
this
I
one,
should-
is I let everyone go first, and I just follow the front, like,
See,
like middle.
you went there.
if you're the first person to go through the doors, it's actually fairly easy to guess where the door is. Because there's a large chance it's not going to be the one directly in front of you. And then just as it goes down, it's like, okay, there's 4
just
doors.
zigzag.
It's not the one right in front of me. So I have a 3rd chance it's one of these other doors. It's probably not the one to the right, so I'm going to go to the rightmost door. And then I feel like at that point, I don't know the actual
How do you know
odds.
it's probably not the one to the right, though? How does that work?
It's
Just
usually not when you're farther down, the one right in front of where you are, or close to the one to where you are. So like if you have 2 on the left side in one, then it's most likely that the next one they're going to be on the right side. And this is just my anecdotal experience. I have no statistics to back this up, but I
Oh, my
feel as though that is how it works. And feelings trump everything nowadays.
Come on.
So you guys have to respect that.
Alright. Glenn, are you out?
Yeah.
Watch
I
me.
barely lost the last one. Where you at? I was so pissed. I was like
Get up,
the last. I would have been the last one if I was ahead of one more person. What are you
Flap
doing,
your
Steven?
wings,
Watch
Pidgey!
this. Watch me.
That's not a bad idea because everything's level then.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Getting cocky. Getting
Ah!
cocky. It pays off.
Oh,
Look at his
God.
ball. I'm gonna catch him.
Better go.
I can't wait
There
to
we
beat
go.
you, Steven. You think you know what's going on, dude. You just fucking wait, dog. I'm
Ooh.
gonna fly through this course
Oh, don't
like
do it. Oh, you made it.
Muhammad Ali flying for the heavyweight championship.
Oh, that's
I
not
don't
gonna
watch
happen. Yeah,
boxing.
wait. No, there you go.
Terrible reference.
You see this, Glenn? You see this? I'm
seeing
doing it
the
with my
skill.
eyes
I'm
closed.
seeing the skill.
With my eyes closed.
Come on, guys.
No, no! God damn
If you guys
it,
were open, we would
hell.
have been there like 10 minutes ago.
I mean, that's undeniable.
Ooh, was blue the right choice though? Maybe that will
Oh,
stabilize. Purple's gonna stabilize. Oh, you're going. Oh, risking it, going to yellow. Ooh,
God,
risking
stop
it
it.
again.
Stop
Using
it.
the dive tactic to make sure you stay upright.
We'll be fine now.
Wow, Steven makes it after waiting for 5
Jump,
minutes.
dummy!
Oh damn! Now he's in a 1v1ing the fucking boxer.
Smoke? You want some smoke?
No, he ain't. He's 2v1ing him.
Triceratops versus Muhammad Ali. Oh shit!
Back him up.
Robot dinosaurs coming in for the assist.
Yeah, back him up. Back him up.
Oh shit!
We locked up. We locked up. You don't want
Fucking
smoke.
blocking, dude.
Oh, just leave him alone, Steven. Just Steven.
Ding 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 ding.
He don't
Round's
want
over,
smoke, man.
boys. Round's over.
He won't
You're
go
disqualified.
Disqualified.
Dude, that guy was just looking at me funny.
It would be hilarious if you did get a penalty, like you held somebody for 5 seconds at the end of the race. Just
Now you have to start.
Yeah.
Restart from the beginning. Oh.
Yeah.
Playing like a poor sport.
Dude, you can't say that anymore.
That's racist.
Yeah, exactly. That's racist.
What are you talking about, dude?
I'm a great
class.
sport.
Or like kick the can.
Basketball,
What's the difference between a poor
kick the
sport and a
can,
rich
that's even
sport,
worse.
huh?
Yeah.
Dude, a rich
Yeah.
sport is something like fencing, where you need a bunch of material and
Or
a
cricket.
sword.
And
Or
land.
cricket, where you need 8 crickets and
horseback
bearded
Isn't there a game
dragon.
that's like cricket
and you
on
bet
horses?
on who
Yeah,
what
that's
crickets
a
the
British
bearded
thing.
dragon eats last.
I want to play a sport where you can ride a horse and like
I'm
do shit.
British.
What was jousting?
Oh yeah, I'm not sure it's a thing anymore, but maybe I can
It is a go to England, guy. It's still a thing.
It's like the main
How do you
sport
think-
over there.
How do you think Prince Andrew is staying out of prison for his little molestation hobby?
That's right. I forgot.
He's
he won
an
his
ultimate
joust.
fencer.
Yep. If he didn't win his joust, he would be in prison right now.
Of ultimate fencing.
This is the ultimate
I'm not lying,
orgy.
I-
Banana,
not
grape,
the most-
watermelon, banana, grape,
White soup,
watermelon,
small
guys
sword,
and bad guys with
queer
banana
guys.
watermelon, orange, banana.
Sometimes it's belly chocolate.
Watermelon, apple.
Grape,
That's such a funny
banana.
fucking word.
Watermelon, apple, grape, and yeah, I'm fucking
Mango, peach, pear.
Wait, what is it? Oh
Wow.
shit!
I
have
don't
no
know.
fucking
It's not this
idea.
one. It's not this one. Oh, it is this one.
I got it. I just went for a real twin.
You were stuck in between them.
Trying to get the other team. You're trying to get us eliminated, huh, Paul? Even though I'm not in it.
Banana,
Orange,
watermelon, grape,
Orange, grape. Orange, grape. I only know 2 of them, fuck!
Apricot.
Orange, grape, watermelon, apple, cherry.
Guacamole.
I don't know where banana is.
Banana! I don't know where banana is! I don't know where
This is
banana
one, I guess. It has to be this one.
Those three. Who?
is! Dude, there's so many fruits!
That was the end.
What about kiwis? There's
I
no
was like,
kiwis!
I was standing there and I was like, they popped up and I was like, but everyone's going to this one, come on! We all about
Dude,
to go
I
down
honestly
together.
didn't even know bananas were in that round.
Remember when tricks were
Yeah, I
shaped as
didn't see them
fruit?
at all.
Oh, they tasted so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No one will ever be
yeah.
able
I
to
used to
tell me
love
otherwise.
tricks, man. I kind of miss tricks.
Well, that tricks are
and
for
people
kids.
like
That's why I
them.
don't see them
That's
anymore.
still-
That's the
cereal?
thing, no. Yes,
I
they
haven't seen
are.
them
They're all
around.
in. They're all in balls. It's like if you got Cap'n Crunch, but they were slightly Trix flavored. Like it looks the same except without the little fucking yellow piece of corn.
I'm a cinnamon toast crunch.
Cinnamon toast crunch.
Remember those,
I
like, that one cereal with the
Cinnamon
fucking
Toast
that was
Crunch.
like bread shaped? It was a cinnamon
that
cereal
was
with like the little
French-
breads.
French toast sticks or whatever. Or French
Yeah, whatever
toast
those words, man. Those were
They're
the
French
shit.
toast sticks.
Oh,
That was
those
my
were so
brother's.
good.
That was my brother's favorite cereal. That's why
They stopped making them for a while and they brought them back and they stopped making them
They
again.
did. Yeah, they made them for like a year or two. Like.
I remember when they brought them back, I was
7,
excited
8
as fuck.
No, that must have been like 9 or 10 years ago. 'Cause my brother hadn't left for the
What
Marines
the
yet.
fuck?
Yeah, they brought them
Oh,
back in like high school, I remember. But since then, they haven't. That was so good too.
Bullshit, you fucking dick licking, fucking.
Whatever, dude. That dude's a mile away and pulls my tail off.
How?
Try to pull theirs and you just grab them.
Hey, you run slower when you try to grab.
Give me that tail.
God damn it. Come back here, bitch.
What if like maybe you can't be running
Ow.
the same direction as somebody when you grab the tail?
I feel like you have to grab it from behind.
Don't you dare touch my tail.
I've grabbed from behind though.
I'm going this
and
way
it still
now.
won't grab their tail.
I know. Same, dude.
That pisses me off. Make this game consistent,
Die.
man. like give a 20% chance
How
to
did
actually
you
get
steal
the
my
tail.
tail? Thank
You got
you.
it back, nice.
Dude,
you
what the fuck?
Is that your
Dude, I'm
teammate?
not
I can't
leaving
even tell what
alone.
color you are.
No, there is no color. It's
You'll
just a
see.
free-for-all.
You'll see
Oh.
the thing above
Oh,
the
you're
head
fucked.
if it's one of
Oh,
us.
no.
Oh, you fucking dick licker.
Get that green guy. You got it.
Sorry.
Oh, you nailed it. Holy shit.
The time was out.
No way. I
What?
can't believe he got it at 0 seconds. I watched. It was 0 seconds left. He grabbed it.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
I'd be pissed too.
Who makes this game? You're a
Nobody?
piece of shit.
Yeah, everyone get eliminated.
Oh wait, Paul's in still.
I'm
Is he?
in.
Yeah.
Left. Damn it.
Yeah, he just didn't
I'm
answer
so
anybody
annoyed.
when we
I'm
asked.
so
I was listening
annoyed,
to
dude.
Steven.
I'm just kidding. I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Oh,
hey.
dude, it's the last round.
Ooh.
I can't, dude. Glenn.
This is Paul's
dude.
personal best fucking game.
I can't believe that. I saw it, Steven. I saw it. That's some
Oh,
bullshit.
what
should've-
was that,
The
dude?
clock
What
should
was...
have been done. He got you after the clock was done.
Dude, yeah, what? I was stuck in the corner, too, so there was really nothing.
Yeah. I can't believe he got that back. I thought you were like, I thought you had it. Because you grabbed his tail with 2 seconds to go.
Oh,
Then
dude,
you
I'm
grabbed
so
his
salty.
back with 0 seconds. It was 0 seconds on the clock. You got your tail.
I'm as salty as it can get. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm so upset, dude.
I want to watch Brian's
Wait a
stream.
second.
Brian, go on, Paul.
Okay, Glenn, here's an important question. So Aubrey Marcus got murdered, right?
Who's that?
The black dude, I don't know where he was. He got murdered.
Classic.
He might have been the guy.
Yeah!
See, I told you it's
Let's
all
go,
personal
let's go.
best.
Paul, you got this.
I had
Yes.
complete faith in you, dude.
How do you do this, man? I still haven't won one yet. You won like 10.
While
no.
we were playing with him. I feel like you train when we're not playing with you.
I never played this without anyone else.
Robot suit, dude. How else would you get? Okay, but anyway,
That is a bait thing. There's no bait thing.
back to that. So Aubrey Marcus, I think he might have been. I'm gonna look it up. The guy that got shot at
two redneck
Wendy's or
dudes?
something. Oh no, yeah, Aubrey Marcus, the one that was driving, that got shot by 2 rednecks. So here's a
Oh,
question.
yeah, that guy was jogging.
No, he wasn't.
The guy
He
that was caught on camera jogging, and then the rednecks.
He
like,
was not jogging. He was stealing shit and running away. Well, what the fuck was his name? Aubrey
It didn't
Ahmad.
seem like
or
he had anything
something,
on him.
wasn't it? Okay, he was most likely stealing shit, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
But he was okay. So that's what I thought too. I was like, well, that's kind of fucked. When you look into it, that's a little more weird. Because if you look at what he was, you know what? It might not have even been him.
Okay, let's say he was stealing shit though. Do you have the right
No,
to go
but
murder
hold on,
somebody for
listen.
stealing something?
Oh, no.
No, that's not what we're gonna get into yet. I just want to make sure we have the right video. I saw a video earlier where he was.
You get really good at blowing smoke rings.
I'm so salty.
Yeah, I can't believe you lost that. Oh, wait, so was Aubrey Martin the guy that got shot by the dude when he was supposedly jogging? Or was that...
Yes.
What's his name? Aubrey, first of all. It's a girl's name.
Okay, that is
so-
sexist for starters and racist in so many ways. His name was Aubrey, okay, and you cannot
I think he's
question
guilty
it.
just based off his name.
Okay.
What's that
Yes.
anybody who has a girl's
So-
name?
because I don't want to be racist, but yes, it was that guy, Aubrey Ahmad. Now, if I could show you this video, you'd be like, all right, yeah. I mean, he probably should. It makes sense that he was shot. And now I'm not saying that he deserved to be shot, but I'm saying it makes sense. Now, there's a video of him with a previous interaction with the police. Okay, he was definitely parked illegally. He was in he wasn't in a median. He was like in grass on the side of the highway, and not halfway in grass. Like he was like 8 feet from the road, just sitting in grass. Okay, and he had gotten pulled over, and he's standing there. Okay, so he's got a jacket on, like I don't know, maybe a fleece kind of like medium-sized jacket, so it doesn't like cover him. You know, it covers like his arms, but not his like nipples and abs and stuff, right? So I mean, it's like going around with an open
Sexy.
shirt, like if you're a cowboy and you open the middle of your shirt and you walk like and it's flowing in the breeze like a superhero. He was going around like that, okay? And there was a thing where he got pulled over. He was definitely illegally parked, but not to mention he was driving on a suspended license, which in and of itself is like grounds for jail time and arrest, right? He accosted the police. He threatened them multiple times. He like threatened to fuck them up, right? And he was not like a good kid. He wasn't a good kid. He was like, you know, he was like a gangbanger. Which might be, I mean, it might sound racist. You hear him talk, you're like, alright, this guy fucking, you know. And they're like, well, and, because they pulled him over, they're like, and he's like, what the fuck you pulling me over for? What the fuck you pulling me over for? And they're like, well, this area is known for suspected drug activity. And they're like, and he's like, what drug? What the fuck you mean drug? Suspected drug activity? Well, what the fuck you make out of right? You know, and it was kind of saying shit like that. Dressed like a drug dealer, right? Which is maybe a little stereotypical, but drug dealers don't have race, right? It's just, you know, you're kind of trashy and you do shit.
Yeah, the nipples are always
I've been around them. Yeah, I mean, I was shirtless half the time. Like, yeah, stop over. Fucking didn't have any clothes on. I was fucking nodding off on the couch. Here's your bag of weed. Give me some fucking money or pizza and get out of here.
What does that have to do with when he was shot by the other people, though?
So, you know what? I'm not sure.
Seems like an unrelated incident.
How is it not unrelated? They'd given him plenty of leeway, and he'd had a known history with the cops that he was an aggressive. And
okay, so random citizens should go and shoot him?
No, but he was likely robbing people at that point, and at that point, in this video, he kept going at the cops, like getting real close to him, and they told him to back up. They didn't shoot him, they didn't tase him, do anything. They did not even arrest him, or make somebody else drive his car home when he got suspended on it, or when he got, should have been arrested for driving on a suspended license, right? So he had gotten plenty of leeway, and it's not like he was like a good, upstanding citizen, right? And that's, I guess, all the point that I'm trying to make.
So, do drug dealers deserve to be killed? Is that the point he's trying to make?
No, but people
by
that...
random-ass rednecks?
No, but people that do not... And it wasn't it was that he was likely going for the weapon. I don't know. You know what? It's not that he deserved to die or anything.
Well, why are rednecks staying in the back of their fucking truck with shotguns in their hands?
Because, I mean, did you see the video of him robbing places before that happened? I mean, there's a video of him going to, like, abandoned places, trying to get inside, trying to rob the places. And people saw that, and they reported it. And the police hadn't come yet, so then these guys went out and were like, hey, he's coming this way. I don't know what happened, honestly. But he was trying to rob people earlier in the day. And if you think he was on abandoned, he was on, like, a construction property or something, walking around through it. And then people said, oh, he's a good kid. He had an interest in architecture, so he was going to see these buildings that were being half built. It's like, no, he wasn't, dude. He was trying to fucking rob some shit, okay? And then he was running away, and if you notice in the video that he's jogging in, like, cargo pants, and he does not, you know what I mean? Like, that's, nobody jogs.
Damn, is it gonna pick?
Pants. When's the last time you jogged in cargo shorts? You never have, because that's ridiculous. Yeah, in your whole life. And you've jogged
the one day where it's like, fuck, do laundry.
And you've jogged 3,000 times. So, you know, it's very unlike. But that's all the point that I'm making is that, like.
So, are you saying based on him having an altercation with the police before, it's okay that he got shot later by some random people who weren't cops?
No. I mean, citizens' arrests are legal, though, right?
They're illegal until you murder somebody.
They are legal, and if
they weren't getting robbed, they weren't people getting robbed.
Listen, if that person was committing a crime, right, and that guy
you still can't shoot him because he was committing a crime.
No, but the thing is,
okay, let's say he was robbing people. You can't shoot him because of that.
We don't have okay, so we don't have great video, right? We see kind of what happens, and as far as you can see, the people don't seem as though they're... And this was not how I felt at first, right? But it seems as though these people were not pointing their guns at him at first, right? They didn't... The only time that the guns were, like, pointed up is after he ran around the car and tried to take the guns out of their hands. right? And then that's when they shot, and that's when it all went bad. And I don't think that should have happened. I don't think really any. I mean, I don't think you should citizens arrest people. Not even if it's like, even if it makes sense. It's kind, you know, you're kind of.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. It's a really sketchy area when you start letting. How did I not jump at that point?
Yeah, what the
anyway.
fuck?
But no, that's all I'm saying is, really, I don't know what to make of it. But all I'm saying is, I saw a more recent video
do the dive
where he was like in a confrontation with the cops.
Oh no!
And he was being like completely.
No, you still.
I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked.
You know, he wasn't being a very good.
Yeah, it's done.
And if you don't cooperate, no matter what happens, I don't. It's just he had. I don't know.
Maybe there's like one guy left that could get up. No.
Different light on what had maybe happened, and maybe. You know, I don't know. But he was not an innocent man that just had gotten killed. Or maybe he was.
Yeah, but you've done shit that's not innocent. Like, what the fuck? So should you be killed by some random people?
I never robbed people, but if someone had done a citizen's arrest and I tried to take their gun, well then maybe, because I never had a gun, I never owned a gun, never pointed a gun at somebody, never tried to shoot somebody, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. And I don't have necessarily a huge opinion on it. I'm just saying, I kind of feel differently after seeing the first video. When you're like, oh, this wasn't like who was that autistic kid that was killed? When he was just, he's just like, I'm just different. Who was that kid? The black kid, tall, high school age. He got murdered by police. He was on his way home. He was like I mean, he was a good kid. Like, he was a nerd. He, you know, he wasn't into all the gang activity and shit. He was like a regular kid, and he was murdered by cops for no particular reason. And he said, "I can't breathe." He said,
Talk about George Floyd?
No, it was not George. It was like a boy. It's Elijah. It's Elijah something.
Oh my god, dude, everyone wants to scold A. It's okay, Paul, I got it, let go!
I didn't know it was you!
My controller kept dying.
Had to make sure
Yeah,
whoever...
man, I don't know, because, like, if those people weren't standing on their trucks with guns right by that dude, like, I don't think any of this shit would have happened.
Yeah,
like, if he's robbing somebody, then, yeah, it's a crime. The police will take care of it.
This guy's trying to steal our gold egg!
They hadn't taken care of it up to that point because they let him go.
The two of them got our gold egg!
Should be arrested for multiple times. So,
motherfucker.
Well, why would they let him go, though? How do you know he was even guilty?
Because
what did he watch?
Go run, take it back to our...
Where they're like, well, you're driving on a suspended license, you know that? And then he's like, oh, I'll fuck you up, you know, and like, I mean, that's not the exact way that it went, but it was like, I mean, he was like accosting the police. He was like trying to pick a fight with them.
He would have been arrested then.
No, I swear to Christ, dude, come out here after this match and I will show you the video, and you'll be like, oh, that guy? And then you'll be like, well, maybe, I don't know. But that Elijah kid, it was Elijah McCann or something? Elijah McCann? I don't know, I might have the name, it's Elijah something. But he was like a young kid, he was obviously autistic, unless I'm being prejudiced. But,
well, I just think that we're getting into very sketchy territory when we start allowing random citizens.
No, I'm not allowing them. I'm not allowing them to kill him. I'm just saying he is not the martyr. Like Breonna Taylor and this Elijah kid.
Floyd. George Floyd was a criminal too.
Yeah, he's a criminal. So maybe, and what was that murder? You know.
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah. But he's not like Jesus Christ being hung on the cross.
Honestly, no one's saying he's Jesus fucking Christ. We're saying that there's a clear instance of him being just straight murdered by somebody.
Paul, run to the wall.
It's on camera.
And that's a Yes,
jump
I
on
mean,
your
and
head.
it's terrible. I don't understand why you would put your knee on somebody's neck for that long.
I went to the other wall.
And I'm not saying I've changed my
I'm coming.
opinion or anything about any of this stuff. I'm just
Wait,
saying
come back.
it's a little bit
We'll do it after
different
this.
in that regard when you
Come on.
realize, like, oh, this guy
Jump on my head.
wasn't, you know, wasn't a
I just
good.
think when we start
innocent-
justifying whether or not something happens to somebody based on what they've done in the past, we get
Jump on
into
my head.
really sketchy territory. A lot of people have done
Oh,
shitty
damn,
things
I'm
in the past. They're not proud of.
Who are you trying to get me to jump over you?
Okay, but
Never
then
were
it's
caught.
like-
Jump on the wall.
So then, well, okay, so we can take this in two directions, and I
We'll
agree
just-
with
yeah,
your
we'll just
premise
play it out.
completely, right? It should not
Fuck
matter
off.
so much what you've done in the past. You should have some protection under the law, and that was not afforded to either of these men, and that in and of itself is a
What the
crime
fuck?
because you should be innocent until proven guilty.
I
Because suppose there is
was
evidence
with you there.
that were
I
not-
didn't make it though.
You know, suppose there's evidence you're not a good person before, but you turned your life around a week before, you know, and now you're a good person legitimately for the rest of your life, and you get in some bad situation, bad luck, someone fucked with you, and you die, and that's, you know, and that's wrong, right? But I don't know, also with the new information, I think you do also have to look at it at a different way. Whereas
But
there are
basically, you
people,
said that
there
new
are people
information is
that
irrelevant if it's something they've done in their past related to something that happened.
I mean,
in the present.
it shows the nature of their character, and I'm not. Well, you know what? In the eyes of the law, it should have been irrelevant because
In the
the law.
eyes of the law, if you
Okay,
beat
but yes,
like,
the
always
law
on
didn't kill the
episode.
person, right?
The
So
eyes
in the
of
eyes
law-
of the law, that it should be irrelevant because the law should treat everybody equally. Private citizens, though, do not do that, have never done that, will never do that, right? If you're in a community and you know this person has a bad rap, like if you heard a rumor about a certain person, like, hey, this big fat tall guy robbed somebody, you'd be like, oh, that guy? Yeah, he's been doing that for a decade. Or if you're like, this big fat tall guy raped a middle schooler, you'd be like, well, he's kind of been known to do that kind of shit for a decade, you know?
God, that could be.
And
Hey,
you'd be
I know
like,
this
maybe
one's
you
rough.
should've-
Like, I like this because I get it, but like, I don't always.
I've won, I think, 2 of these, you know, and the rest of them was the hexagon.
That one earlier was the third. Yeah, the hexagon
tail.
ones.
I won the tail one.
I've
bad
never
at
won
this.
that one. The
All
hexagon
I'm
one
really
I've won.
saying is that I don't have the good judgment. I just think that I wish that we would just have the full story before they just unleash it and say,
What do you mean by full story? Are we supposed
If
to
you go to the
examine
right,
everyone's
it always
entire
seems like
past
that's, like,
before
the
you
best
decide
way to
whether or not
go.
they were rightfully murdered?
not
Oh my
entire
God, I
past,
got
but
fucked.
relevant information, and that would be like a relevant information to this person's character, right?
Yeah, but do you not understand how someone could use that against you if you were ever murdered? Oh, this guy got a DUI. He was a drug
What the
user in his
fuck?
past. Like, maybe he had the right to be murdered. Like, you could use that with
No,
anybody
I
who made
do,
mistakes in the
but
past.
for starters,
No.
a drug user does not threaten anybody else's life. And although I may have in some way, shape, or form
Damn, you were so close,
with the
Brian.
DUI, and I'm not saying I don't deserve nothing, like, you know, but
And also, I
It
don't know,
just
like, was he
raises
really
different
stealing
questions.
something? Who robs a house and then jogs away? If you're gonna steal something, you're gonna
somebody
have a
who's
ride
guilty.
to get away.
He obviously didn't have
Who
a
just
ride. That's why he
casually
was running.
jogs down the street
Did
after
you
they
not
rob
see
somebody?
the video?
He wasn't
that
even
he was,
carrying
like,
anything.
robbing
What did he
places?
rob them of? What was he,
He got
carrying?
caught,
Nothing.
so he left,
What,
and
did
then
he have
these
stuff
people...
in his cargo shorts?
That probably is the
Listen,
last
I
one,
don't
guys. I'm
know.
out.
I'm just